The first time she knocked, it wasn't polite and aggressive either, just certain kind of certainty that comes from thinking you are right. She didn't introduce herself, didn't ask anything. She told method I needed to leave, said the cabin was part of the house, said I was trespassing. Let her finish. Boss people like that always reveal everything if you give them time. Then I asked one question, show me the document that says that. She didn't have one, but she had confidence, and sometimes that is enough for people to keep pushing. She pointed around, said everything here was control Jadred, the lake access, the land, the cabin's all part of their system. He nodded, not agreeing, just listening, because I already knew something she didn't. This cabin had been in my family for years, long before the HOA existed, long before their rules, long before their boundaries. But I didn't say that, not yet, because timing matters. She left that date, but not quietly. Warnings, threats, statements about enforcement. Usually went back inside. It didn't react, didn't escalate, it just waited. Next morning she came back, not alone this time, a different tone, more serious, more confident bass. No, she had back opened within minutesi, heard ita vehicle pulling up slow. Deliberry Ashich had called 911, not because there was danger, but because she believed she could force control. Officers stepped out, cam professional. The approached, asked questions. Someone's they always a squo. Are you? What is the situation? Why? We hooray, answered simple. Direct. This is my proper tithit, is all they needed to Herbert. They still checked Becca's. That is how it works. Verification matters. Stepped in quick, like and fight again, explaining her side, talking about HOA jurisdiction rules, boundaries, authoritative everything. She believed everything. She assumed that the officers listened carefully, turned back to Emmy. I went inside. He came back with documents, net rushed, net dramatic, just prepared property records, boundaries, ownership, clear legality. Looked through it line by line. That is, when the shift happened, and it loud, not obvious but real. Becca's facts change situations fast. He asked a few more questions, checked details, and then it was dawn. He stepped back, not from her, because now the situation was clear. This was not HOA land, not controlled, not shared, not theirs. It never waste. Confidence disappeared right there. Becca's once authority confirms the truth. There is nothing left to our guest treat. Of course she did, but it didn't matter anymore, as the officers explained. It clearly no violation, no trespassing, no reason for enforcement, and just like that the entire situation flippage came to remove me and ended up proving I belonged there. The officers left count proficiently. They always do when things are clear. Stayed a moment longer silent. Now Becca's, this wasn't about opinion anymore, it was about reality. Didn't say much, didn't need to, because the point had already been made. After that there were no more visits, no more warnings, no more attempts to control something that wasn't theirs. Just a stancheth kind that comes from understanding boundary space. In the end, she didn't call 911 on a trespasser, she called it on the owner.